From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. High school community is grieving this morning after a star athlete and student is killed right outside of his home. We'll have the very latest on the search for the shooter.
And if New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy gets his way, cell phones could soon be banned in classrooms in the Garden State. What parents have to say about the proposal?
Grab the heavy coats. It's another bitterly cold morning across the region. And next weather, Kate's tracking the return of rain and possibly some snow flurries later this week. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the news at 7. Streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. Welcome to Wednesday. We're going to start with our next weather forecast. Meteorologist Kate Bilo in the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere.
Good morning. The wind, the cold, once again, it is back. And today is bitterly cold this morning, especially with temperatures in the 20s. It's going to feel like the teens and even single digits as the kids head off to school this morning. So definitely want the heavy coats and the gloves. Make sure maybe an extra pair of gloves stuffed in the coat pockets because we know how they like to lose them out on the playgrounds. 28 degrees at 10 a.m. Our highs today around the region. Barely above freezing yet again. 34 degrees in Philadelphia, 35 at the shore, and 32 in the Lehigh Valley. I got to tell you, though, compared to next week's highs, these don't seem so bad. We've got an even stronger push of Arctic cold to get through. So 3 things to know. Over the next few days, it's cold and windy, a stray snow shower Thursday, then a little milder on Friday. Over the weekend, we've got rain shower chances Saturday. We are watching for the possibility for some light snow on Sunday for the Eagles game. But next week, another stronger deep freeze arrives, and we may be sub-freezing for days. I'll have more on that coming up with the full 7-day forecast. Kim.
Well, Kate, right now we are still dealing with a crash in Delaware. This is on 495 northbound after Terminal Drive, causing a major backup, and it is blocking 2 right lanes as drivers are trying to squeeze off to the left to avoid all of that. We had a crash on the Route 30 bypass eastbound off-ramp to Route 202 northbound. For a while, it did have the ramp closed, but now it is back open. That crash is clear. And we are still dealing with a crash on the Schuylkill eastbound at 30th Street. That right now is on the shoulder, but otherwise, all the other lanes are open. Janelle?
All right. Thank you for that, Kim. This morning, the search continues for the person who shot and killed a star Philadelphia student athlete.
17-year-old was shot in front of his mother as he was on his way to Samuel Fells High School. The teen's death has many asking the same question. Why did this happen? Alicia Roberts has more from Feltonville.
Philadelphia police say a 17-year-old Fells High School senior was shot as he was getting into a car with his mom in the back of his home to come to school. Officers were called to the 5000 block of Rohr Street around 7 a.m. for reports of a shooting. The victim, identified as Noah Scurry, was found with multiple gunshot wounds. Noah was taken to Albert Einstein Medical Center where he was pronounced dead.
He was very helpful. Even when he wasn't called upon, if he saw someone walking down the hallway and they needed assistance in carrying books to classes, he was the one who reached out to offer assistance. He didn't get in any trouble here at school, so no one really can wrap their head around why this would happen to him.
Noah was the school's top scorer on the SAT and a member of the basketball team. Games have been canceled here at Fells for the remainder of the week as this community tries to process what happened.
He was really smart too. Whenever he entered a room, the room always lit. You know, it was always a smile on somebody's face when they were around them. It's so sad to think that he died.
He was like a very nice person. Like he always was checking up on people. Very sad. Like you could feel the heaviness of the death.
Police are investigating what led up to the shooting and who is responsible.
This student was about to graduate. He probably would have had offers to play basketball at colleges across the country. And, you know, it's just a life senselessly cut short.
Alicia Roberts, CBS News, Philadelphia.
An 18-year-old shot in West Philadelphia Monday night has died. The shooting happened at 61st and Vine Street. Detectives are still working to determine what led up to that shooting as they try to identify the shooter.
A playground will be dedicated today to Fanta Billity. She was the young girl who was killed by police gunfire in Delaware County. Today would have been her 12th birthday. The 8-year-old was shot and killed in August of 2021 when 3 police officers fired shots into a crowd after a football game at Academy Park High School in Sharon Hill. The officers fired their guns in response to gunfire that they heard in the area. Today's dedication ceremony will take place at Sharon Hill Park. That's at 11 this morning. New Jersey State Police are looking for a man wanted for trying to abduct a girl outside of her home. This is a sketch of that man who they're looking for. The girl telling police the man tried to kidnap her Sunday morning outside of her home near the intersection of State Highway 47 and Main Street in Morris River Township. That's in Cumberland County. If you recognize this man, call New Jersey State Police.
Well, during his final State of the State address, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy called for a ban on cell phones in the classroom. If approved, New Jersey would join more than a dozen states, including Pennsylvania and Delaware, that have policies restricting phones in the classroom. Howard Monroe joins us now with more on why the governor proposed the ban and the reaction so far. Morning, Howard.
Yeah, good morning to you, Jim. We all know how distracting cell phones can be, and now Governor Murphy is blaming phones for disrupting children's education, their declining mental health, and fueling cyberbullying.
I, for one, am not going to sit back as our kids suffer. So today I am officially announcing my support for a new proposal that will direct school districts across New Jersey to adopt policies that ban cell phones for our K through 12 classrooms.
In a statement, the teachers union applauded Murphy for, quote, highlighting the concerns that so many educators and parents have about the detrimental effects of cell phones in classrooms. The New Jersey Education Association says that it wants the New Jersey Department of Education to collaborate with communities to develop tailored policies per district rather than any one-size-fits-all ban imposed from above. However, some parents we spoke with had mixed reactions about their children giving up their phones for several hours during the day.
Well, I understand it could be a distraction.
Kids need to interact more these days. Like, social media is really distracting a lot of people. If they can't get the attention from the children, how are they going to educate them properly?
What about emergencies? What about, my child's sick? I get turning it off during school hours. I'm fine with that and not doing anything. But as far as banning them, I'm not with that.
Right now, cell phone policies vary by district. Some schools allow students to use their phones for classwork. However, students in some districts have to put their phones in a locked pouch for the school day. Any statewide cell phone ban would require approval from the state legislature. A bill was introduced in the state Senate over the summer. Janelle, Jim, back to you.
Thank you very much, Howard. A police officer is recovering after she was hurt during an arrest involving a stolen car in South Philadelphia. It started when the police spotted a stolen car running a red light on Snyder Avenue around 11 o'clock yesterday morning. Driver tried to get away but struck a home railing and got stuck there. Officers arrested the driver. An officer injured her hand during that arrest.
The Collingdale Police Department in Delaware County is working to get back on track amid a staffing shortage. Right now, the department has just 5 police officers to protect and serve the town of about 9,000 people. Police Chief Shanae Mitchell says Pennsylvania State Police have been assisting the department since October, responding to almost 20% of calls in the borough last month.
It's been a nationwide issue. I know since I've been here, we've had 1 retirement, 1 resignation, and then 1 who transferred to another department.
Over the weekend, Collingdale held an emergency swearing-in ceremony to bring a full-time officer on board. Chief Mitchell says she hopes to hire more officers after the civil service exam later this month. The Pennsauken Police Department with this new adorable 4-legged addition. This is West, and officials say he will soon become the first crisis response and community resource canine in New Jersey. The Golden Lab will be trained to provide comfort and emotional support to individuals, families, and fellow officers during or after traumatic events. Officials say it's a way to enhance mental health and also foster the well-being of first responders.
To have K9 West and what we're going to be trained to do, to be able to help officers that are dealing with stress, be able to help the community dealing with stress during critical incidents and tragedies, just to be able to make their day better and to make them be able to carry on during their most trying moments is very important and very thing that we're happy to be able to do here.
Pennsauken police hope that West will serve as a model for other local police departments.